President Trump cracking down on windmills. The president now pausing a new federal wind energy projects while debunking the left's claim that wind energy is better for the environment.
Natural gas is clean and it's powerful. You need power and it's consistent, not like wind. The wind blows and then it doesn't blow and the things cost a fortune. They're made in China and they kill the birds and they're horrible. We're putting an order out. I've already sort of done it. We don't want windmills. If you have a house and you're in vision of a windmill, your house is worth half. It's a disaster, and nobody wants them.
Here to weigh in is Marc Morano, publisher of ClimateDepot.com. Marc, we've been doing this story for a long time. You know I hate windmills. They're bird murders. They're whale murders. I think Donald Trump is like the whale whisperer, right? I mean, he's saving the whales. Who would have thunk?
Yeah, who would have thought that the environmental groups from the Sierra Club, Audubon Society, Greenpeace are silent on whale mortalities and on the bird mortalities. Donald Trump is turning out to be the greatest environmental hero of the 21st century. And I don't mean, I'm talking about endangered species in terms of especially offshore wind and whales, but I'm also talking about even for those worried about climate, he's a climate champion because if he's reducing by bringing in more fossil fuels from the Western world, we have the highest environmental standards, highest technological, and the cleanest way to make it. We're relying less on China, the Middle East, Venezuela, Russia. This is how it's done. The climate activists should be embracing them. And you have to ask, where are the Volvo driving 1970s save the whale liberals? Well, they're now in the form of the Orange Man, the formerly artist known as the formerly bad Orange Man, Donald Trump, who is now their champion. It is amazing. He is gutting the funding. There is no there. Globally, wind and solar combined are less than 14% of electricity, despite trillions in subsidies and mandates. It's not happening. Donald Trump is just saying the emperor has no clothes when it comes to wind and solar.
Now, when he's going to ban these wind farms or not fund them anymore, but what happens to that? Like, you can't recycle these ugly things. And by the way, they're such an eyesore.
Yeah.
How do you recycle them?
Yes.
How do you get rid of them?
Forbes magazine had a whole article about how they're rusted relics when they're decommissioned and they're rotting away in a field. We need to remember, this isn't green energy. 2,500 tons of steel, 2,500 tons of concrete, 500 tons of steel, 25,000 tons of plastics, non-renewable plastics go in to make these. EVs take 500,000 pounds of materials to dig them up. And what ends up happening is they're a recyclable mess, and these are not green. They dig the earth in a deep way, not a 1970s groovy Brady Bunch way they dig the earth. They dig it in a literal way. So Donald Trump is ending this nonsense that we have green energy. There's nothing green about energy that digs the earth and makes us rely on China for all of our power needs. So this is a American renaissance. I can't tell you, this man has powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men, Donald Trump. That's how powerful his message is. That's what he told Davos the other day. This is unprecedented, more consequential, I believe, potentially than Ronald Reagan's presidency. We shall see.
Yeah, I definitely think it's on track for that. And you've been calling this out for a long time. You finally have a champion in the White House to do it. Donald Trump, the greatest environmental hero, it turns out.
Yes.
It's amazing. All right, Marc Morano, so great to have you on today and focusing on something that we both care about. Marc Morano, thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.